네, 오늘 셜록 홈즈 두 번째 이어해 보겠습니다. 네, 셜록 홈즈 두 번째. 녹색 연구.
Yes! Well done, Watson!
Holmes, you're playing bowls? Indoors?
Not just any old bowls, Watson. Lawn bowling.
Seriously? With your injury? Oh, no. Mrs. Hudson is going to murder you.
Well, that's it for now. Time to go. Would you care to join me?
You're incorrigible. And where are we going, Holmes?
I'm participating in the final stage of the annual tournament held by the London Archaeological Institute's bowling club. It's an official invitation. I'll just need to dress suitably and then we can leave.
Shouldn't you dress for the game?
셜록 홈즈 씨, 닥터 루벤 피셔입니다. 기억하시는지요? 저리가 왜 그런 일을 했는지 전혀 이해하지 못하다니 당신은 정말 헷갈리는 탐정입니다. 보다 밝고 나은 미래를 위해 어쩔 수 없이 소수의 희생으로 다수를 도울 수 있는 차악을 선택하는 거였습니다. 언젠가 당신이 이 말을 이해할 날이 올 겁니다. 웃기는군.
Shouldn't you dress for the game?
어디서 갈아입어? 이건가? 아닌 것 같은데? 축제? 의사, 강도, 법사, 운동부. 이 정도면 되려나? 아닌데? 게임이면 운동복 해야 될 것 같은데. 이 정도면 인정해 주겠지?
Holmes, are you really sure you want to wear that?
This? Everyone dresses like this at the club.
That should be a sight worth seeing. I only hope our charming neighbor won't spot you like that.
이것도 인정 안 해줘? 그렇다면 평상복으로? 이 정도면?
Shouldn't you dress for the game?
아이씨, 그냥 운동복.
Shouldn't we hurry to the bowling club?
가입시다.
Mr. Holmes, you played very well yesterday. I'm obliged to you, Sir Charles. I play many outdoor sports. That's the key to my success. My friend Dr. Watson has decided to join me. Really. Mr. Holmes, would you like to see the first prize? A rare stone Mayan quiche calendar.
Mayan quiche?
Indeed. Their legendary king, Tekun Uman, has his statue just behind you. Although this one is a cast metal copy.
That?
Well, since only members may enter the clubhouse, we have exhibited the calendar outside. Please, explore.
아니요.
I'd like to win the Mayan calendar. It's a beautiful work of art.
The statue of Tekun Uman. The first prize, the Mayan quiche calendar. The first. What a spectacular season! What a
First
spectacular
one.
season!
사라기.
It's a great final. Did you see the first prize?
Ah, Mr. Holmes. I
이거
still need some
둘러보고.
time. Mr. Holmes, I'm glad you are my opponent for the final.
지게
People call me
생겼구만.
Arthur the Invincible. So I wish you good luck.
안녕하세요.
This'll keep Watson happy.
고생좀
So,
봅시다.
yes.
볼링 하는 법은 알려줘야 뜸마다 할 것 같은데. 하양 공에 가능한 가깝게 공격의 상대방을 이기십시오. 하양고? 상대이 어디지? 어떻게 하는 거야? 어떻게 점수 올리는 거야? 응? 어떻게 하는 건지 모르겠는데? 아, 너무 센 것 같은데? 저보다 더 약하게? 이거 저거 쳐버리면 되는 거 아니야? 아, 너무 셌다. 그냥 가까이만 하면 되는 거야? 뭐가 이렇게 간단해? 아, 저거 사이로 해야 될 것 같은데. 이렇게 해서 살짝 더 세게. 뭔데? 어디다 던진 건데? 너무 셌다. 아니 취소. 이렇게 해서 초록색 쎘는 것 같은데. 오, 막았어. 이겼어. 이건 이겼어. 이겼어.
Congratulations on your game, Mr. Holmes. Exceptional. The awards ceremony will be tomorrow morning. See you then to receive your prize of the calendar. I trust you will be there as well, Dr. Watson?
Unfortunately, I'll be unable to attend tomorrow. Duty calls.
Ah, what a pity.
Let's go home.
시상식 참가.
Oh, Daddy!
Hello, Mr. Bouvier.
Hello, Mr. Holmes.
Well, Caitlin?
Your costume!
Oh, don't you like it?
Oh, I do!
Caitlin, come on. Show some respect for your father.
자살 시도. 이혼. 이럴 수가. 새 옷이다. 젊고 아름다우면 알도가 잘 어울리는 듯하다. 하지만 아직 미혼이다. 지니고 있는 사랑의 지표가 범죄의 세계에 연루되어 있는 듯하다. 험난한 과거가 있었는지 상처로 보아 다시 돌아했다가 살아난 모양이다. 비방하고 기이한 장신구를 착용해 사람들의 이목을 끈다.
You know, Father, Miss Alice was telling me all about her travels. She has already toured the world with her own father.
Your daughter is exquisite.
And just to think that she was aboard the Orient Express when it was attacked! What a dream!
Indeed.
She's so creative and imaginative. And that reminds me, would you allow Caitlin to visit me so that she can practice playing the piano?
아, 못 봤구나. 한 번 하면?
It's very kind of you, but I decided that Caitlin should stop playing the piano.
Oh, Father! Why did you say that?
Caitlin, we are neighbours. We'll meet again. Until then, I shall leave you with this book.
Thank you, Miss Alice.
시상식을 가야겠구만. 있다 그랬지? 달력이 사라졌거나 이러진 않았겠지.
The statue did it. It killed Zacharias.
Calm yourself now, Sir Charles. You've had a shock. Let the police do their duty.
What can a mere inspector like you do about it?
Yeah,
You don't know
come on.
anything.
A mere inspector? Phew. And now here comes Mr. Holmes.
Lestrade, are you here to receive a prize as well?
Very amusing, Holmes. You can go home. The ceremony's been cancelled. We've got a murder scene here.
Really? And to think I only came here for my prize.
I know, Holmes. I saw your name on the list of finalists. So go away.
You're not going to congratulate me.
What? Do you really think I'm that naive? You turning up out of the blue and then bam, a murder? There's a surprise.
Oh, you're making a spectacle of yourself, Lestrade. Let's just pretend that I am a simple consultant, your humble assistant.
Oh, all right then. A club member, Mr. Zacharias Greystoke, was killed at around 4 in the morning. There. Now, don't mess around.
I promise that I won't, Inspector. What do you make of the facts?
It's quite clear. The murderer intended to steal the Mayan calendar. He was caught by Zacharias Greystoke. He then took up the first weapon that came to hand, the statue's spear, and killed Greystoke. Then he fled, just as Sir Charles was coming out of the club. Unfortunately, we've been unable to find any trail beyond the club's wall. It's as if the murderer vanished into thin air. Well, take a look for yourself.
The statue of...
자르나?
What did the police say? Do you know anything?
뭔가 있구만.
Scratches on the stone. A broken branch. Somebody jumped into the tree and then over the wall.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
여기 위에는 아무것도 없고. 뭐 해달라고 있네?
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
This spear came from the statue on the pedestal. The case is scratched and dented.
못 여나?
Tissot watch, Swiss, 1855. This watch is valuable and old. It's been through a great deal.
기호들이 있네.
Zacharias' folder with some documents. These drawings represent the Mayan symbols.
지갑?
Money was left inside the wallet. All valuables were left on the victim. The strike was powerful and well aimed. Sir Charles, are you able to tell me in detail what happened?
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Well, to prepare for the awards ceremony, I decided to spend the night here at the club. I was sitting alone at my desk when I suddenly heard a loud, metallic sound and a terrible shout. I hurried outside and well, I found the body of Zacharias. And I swear it, I saw the statue of Tekun Uman running away.
응?
You saw the statue running?
It was dark, but yes, I'm sure of it. It was running, and it was making the most horrible metal sound as it did so. And can't you see, the pedestal is now empty.
Did you know the victim?
Yes, of course. It was Zacharias Greystoke. He is... was a club member, and an excellent bowler.
But why was he here so early in the morning?
Oh, I don't know.
Sir Charles, where did the Mayan calendar come from?
It was donated anonymously. We received it shortly before the tournament, with a letter asking that it be awarded to the winner.
Is the calendar valuable?
Not really. It has historical value, of course. But to be truthful with you, Mr. Holmes, it isn't worth very much.
May I go in the clubhouse?
It's members only.
자, 파악을 해볼까요? 픽은 없고 품질이 안 좋고 애니얼 미팅, 사교 활동 가문 정치적 상징? 정치 활동 훈장인가? 근데 뭔가 문장처럼 생겼는데? 가문 배지 퇴역 군인 훈장이구나 저거 정치활동이 아니라 기혼 저기? 뭐야 아니야? 넌 런던 고고학회 볼링 클럽 매니저이다. 보병대에서 명예롭게 근무한 적 있는 퇴역군인이다. 기혼자인 찰스 경우는 겉으로는 부유해보지만 사실은 재산이 얼마 되지 않는다. 사교적으로 상당히 활동적이다. 그러고 보니 정치적으로 했었나 보네. 이런.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
클럽으로 들어가 볼까요?
Only club members have access.
응? 영장 있으면 된다 했지? 소금 받고 이것도 받고
Traces of metal on stone.
얘기하면 주겠지?
Did you search the clubhouse?
What for? The murder took place outside. You're still here?
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes? Can I help you, Mr.
영장 주십시오.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
영장. 저거 받고. 영장.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
담 너머로 가야 되나? 이건 안 되고.
Only.
타고 못 올라가나? 더 이상 다른 수가 없는 것 같은데.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
받고 저것도 받고.
If I believed Lestrade, this Mayan calendar was the reason behind the murder.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
What a spectacular season. The great tournament of... The surface is damaged. Traces of metal on stone. The iron mounting rod is broken. It looks like the statue broke away from its pedestal. A piece of the statue's mounting rod. Pieces from the pedestal. And what about the statue?
No idea yet. I imagine the thief must have taken it somehow.
Right, so they were thieves, and they were very well equipped.
Yes, must have been. Then there's also Sir Charles's version, but
Please, go on.
he said this morning that he was alone at his desk when he heard a shout. He went outside and saw Greystoke lying on the ground and... Believe it or not, he said that there was no one else on the green that night but the statue itself running away.
You mean that the statue might have killed the victim? Interesting.
Absurd, more like. Besides, it was dark and foggy.
So, somewhat like your version, then.
아니야. 낙엽을 받는다. 옥상에 손을 던진다. 공격에 넘어진다. 자신의 크롭이 나타난다. 뒤에서 들어온다. 간다. 봤다. 도망친다.
It looks as if Zacharias was killed the moment he approached the calendar, and killed by the spear from Tukunuman's statue that jumped from its stand and escaped over the wall.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
Well, Holmes, your conclusions as my consultant?
My conclusions are approximate to Sir Charles's testimony.
Oh dear, you think the statue did it?
Everything points to the fact that the spear was thrown from the pedestal, and Mr. Greystoke appeared not to notice the killer.
Indeed. The journalists will be ecstatic about your version.
I would like to examine the victim and take a look at his belongings.
Oh, you've amused me at least, Mr. Holmes. Very well. I'll grant you authorization for the examination at Scotland Yard, but nothing more. You're still here?
런던 경찰서로 그럼 가야지.
Thank you for coming so quickly, Watson. Lestrade already has the victim's body in the autopsy room.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
Good day to you, Mr. Holmes.
내 마야 달려.
Zacharias had already translated some symbols. This spear came from the statue on the pedestal. An ordinary pencil. Money was left inside the wallet.
내가 봤던 거
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
여긴가.
It was a powerful throw. The spear pierced right through the body.
둔두?
Red eye. It looks like a serious infection. The coroner mentions in his report some specific cardiac and digestive system damage. Traces of alcohol were found in the stomach. Apparently Zacharias had been drinking before his death.
This is where the spear entered the body. The murderer aimed for the heart. The weapon must have been thrown by a strong and skilled person. These scars are old.
검시관 보고서 같은 거 없네? 아, 여기.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
다 봤죠? 이건가?
There's no need to disturb Lestrade for the time being.
소지품 검사. 소지장.
Money was... This spear...
마야 달려. 아.
The Mayan calendar. Interesting. What are the symbols here? I'll need to redraw them. I could use this dictionary to translate the calendar's glyphs. They are the symbols that were drawn on the Mayan calendar. The papers from Zacharias' folder. They can help us to translate the Mayan message.
선택받은 신. 뭐야? 두 개 중 하나야? 저주. 누구든. 출근 맞이하고. 시.
No, I think I've missed something here.
1, 2, 3 차례대로라면 저주. 조각상. 조각상 맞는 것 같고. 밀봉.
No, I think I've missed something here.
모르겠는데?
No, I think I've missed something here.
누구든 방해한 신성한 신전. 자만이 선택받은.
No, I think I've missed something here. Cursed will be anyone who disturbs the sacred temple. They will meet their death by the risen statue. Only the chosen will have mercy. It's not
위에서
only a
아래로 했어?
calendar, it's a curse. Zacharias Greystoke, a member of the club, was killed as the curse decreed. It's possible that the link between Zacharias and the curse is at the archaeological club. I'll need a search warrant.
아직 모르고 이거는. 수색영장 내놔.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
수색영장.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
수색영장. 아, 동선처럼 됐구나. 영장 내놓으십시오. 영장 내놔.
Aren't you supposed to be investigating those cases of yours instead of bothering me?
Good day to you too, Inspector. I have a small favor to ask of you, a search warrant to investigate the murder at the club.
No, no, and
왜?
no.
충혈된 눈. 수면 부족. 와인. 숙취. 으아. 레스트레이드는 피곤하다. 간밤에 잠을 잘 못 잤다. 와인을 마시고 있다. 지금 두통을 느낀다. 총을 청소 중이라는 것은 기분이 좋다는 뜻이다. 여성의 향수 뿌린 손수건을 기념으로 가지고 있다. 영국 의원의 배우자인 로빈 부인이 레스트레이드 건강의 현재 상태와 관련이 있을 수 있다.
Since I'm without the warrant, I should find something else to do. By the way, do you know if Sir Robin is currently in town?
I have no idea. And why on earth should you even think that I might know that?
Well, I believe I may have solved a case about, let's say, a salacious inspector.
No, it's not what you think. Nothing dishonourable happened. Go on then. Take your warrant.
So he refused to give you the search warrant?
Oh no, I've got it. I won't need you for a while now, Watson. I'll see you later.
자, 영장 가지고 왔수다.
The stat.
영장 가지고 왔수다.
Sir Charles, I have a search warrant.
I see. Here's the key. But I do protest.
I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue's spear.
Why won't the police say anything?
체스 있고 편지. 친애하는 찰스 경 규화의 클러크자의 자금을 입금하였음을 알려드립니다. 단 기존의 지난번 채무 때문에 총액은 1000파운드가 되었으며 상환 기간이 한 달로 단축되었습니다. 규화의 계좌 내용을 확인하려면 은행 지점장에 직접 문의하십시오. 블랙로이드 은행 회계 장부 담당자.
The 50th birthday of Lord Stevenson.
찰스 경.
Ah, Sir Charles was once a captain in the guard. Charles Yellingham has a large family.
튀어나와있는데? 로열 파티산의 대표 올리비에 씨, 최근에 볼링클럽에서 대회를 열었는데 그 시상을 준비하기에 다음 물품이 필요합니다. 샴페인 20상자, 레스토랑 준비할 40인분의 저녁 식사, 음악을 공연할 소규모 합주단, 테이블 장식과 포즈 장식 30개, 손님들을 위한 초대장. 비용이 많이 들어가서 아닙니다만 과거에도 그려오신 것처럼 이번엔 대금 납부 기간을 넉넉히 헤아려 주시기 바랍니다. 미리 감사드립니다. 찰스 행위경 보트니 로이드 은행의 수액 친한 찰스경 기록에 의하면 교회 채무 상환 대금이 또다시 체납되었습니다. 납부가 지연될 때마다 7파운드 10센트의 벌금이 부여됩니다. 본사는 기하 지연안서를 검토해본 결과 교회 클럽에 있는 수집품 매입을 압류하여 개인 경매에 넘기므로 채무를 변제하는 것에 동의하는 바입니다. 모든 수익금은 교회 채무를 탕감하는 데 사용될 것입니다.
Interesting. It appears that the club is unable to pay its debts to the bank.
말듯이 달려고 넘겨서는 안되네. 내 연구에 쓰고 싶다네. 시상식 전에 이 일에 대해 단판 지을 것에 이미 다른 친구에게 이 일에 대해 언급했다네. 자카레아스?
A message to Sir Charles from Zacharias Greystoke, the victim.
더 찾을 게 있구나 여기에서. 제임스 네소 아들 부속상 찰스 앵햄경 귀하로부터 과테말라 금상의 조각이라는 형태로 458g의 금을 영수하였음을 증명합니다. 해당 물품을 구매하기로 결정하였습니다. 이 편지가 배달되는 시점에서 48시간 이내로 대금을 치를 것입니다. 본 거래는 합법적이지만 기밀을 보장해드립니다. 뭔데?
I wonder who this man is. It's Sir Charles Yellingham, the director of the club. Zacharias Greystoke. Guatemala, 1881. I don't think this is a bowls tournament. The photograph appears to have been faked or damaged. I'll take it. These antiques look quite valuable.
다 경매로 가는 거 아니야?
It appears that it's a part of a gold statue from Guatemala. Solid gold. It's worth a fortune. These trunks have just arrived. They're from Zacharias Greystoke's antique collection. This metal globe is very impressive.
응?
Some bits are missing. Some bits are missing. The late Mr. Roberts' collection. Interesting. The men who own these collections are all dead.
아, 그래서 경매에 붙이는 건가?
The late Mr. Sutherland's collection. The late Mr. Smith's collection. The late Mr. Blinkhorn's collection. The late Mr. Bromsby's collection.
일단 찰스 경이랑 얘가 좀 해볼까?
Sir Charles, you informed me that you didn't know why Mr. Greystoke was here at such a time.
That's correct. I have no idea.
그럴 리가.
But in fact you do. Mr. Greystoke wrote to you about him coming with another person to visit.
Ah, well, yes, that is right. He raised a scandal about the Mayan calendar, so he wanted to see me before the ceremony. But I don't know exactly what it was that he wanted, or who this other person he mentioned might have been.
You have a fine collection at your club, with one disturbing thing in
전부
common.
다 돌아가신 분들.
All the items are from our club members.
but only from deceased members, including Mr. Greystoke.
Oh, yes. But it is a rule of the club that all our members undertake to donate their personal collections to us in the event of their death. A murder at my club.
자, 집으로 돌아가 볼까? 분석을 해볼까요?
It appears that part has been painted over. I need to find out what's underneath.
사람이 있구만.
I need a pipette. Let's gently remove the paint with a soft cloth.
뭐야? 끝에 잘 안 지워져. 다 한 거 같은데?
Aha. There's another person in the photograph.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Look here. There's a person with a swollen eye who was concealed within this photograph. A dispute of some kind, do you think, Watson?
Possibly. But it appears to me a characteristic symptom of a rare tropical disease that is found in South and Central America.
South America! Brilliant, Watson!
Happy to help.
Is it deadly?
Well, there is a chance he survived.
I shall ask Sir Charles, but who knows what he'll say.
I've an idea. There is only one hospital for such illness. The Hospital for Tropical Diseases. I have friends who work there.
Oh, yes?
Well, the chances are slim, but I'll pay them a visit. If he's in London, they would have seen him.
잠깐만, 그럼 얘는 서재를 확인해야 되는데 마야 달력 백과사전에 있을 것 같은데 역사 마야 문명 여지대에 위치했던 마야 제국은 서기 6세기형 절정기를 맞았다. 커다란 영향을 갖고 있었다. 마야인들은 농업, 도예, 상형 문자, 달력 제작, 수학 등에 능했으며 놀라운 건축과 상징적인 예술 작품은 후대에 애용됐다. 정복 이전에 과테말라에 있었던 주국가는 마야키체라고도 불리는 키체족의 나라였다. 이 부족의 이름은 많은 나무라는 뜻으로 이들이 살던 산림지대에 유래한 것이다. 데코누마는 이들의 마지막 통치자이자 키체 왕으로 피날 전투에서 군대를 이끌고 스페인 정복군에 맞서 싸우다가 돈 페드로 데 알바라도의 검에 가슴에 찔려 치명상을 입었다. 전설에 따르면 테코누마는 죽어서도 자신의 백성들을 계속 지켰다고 한다.
Here it is.
그러면 이제 다시 얘기하러 가야지. 찰스경 숨기는 게 많은 것 같소이다.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
찰스경 당신 수상해. 안녕하세요.
I found this photograph on your wall. You're in it, but do you know who these men are? Particularly the gentleman with the swollen eye.
Oh, him. But that's poor Mr. Albiot. He died from fever during an expedition to Guatemala
근데
14 years
가려놨어?
ago.
사진에서?
We were searching a Mayan Quiche temple, but everything went wrong. We were unable to enter the temple, and the expedition ended in disaster. I'm here, and here is Zacharias. And there is Bernard Marley, another member. He's over there, near the pedestal. By the way, he's the fellow who built that terrible statue. He created it, must have been 10 years ago.
Albeit was a club member. Where is his collection?
Well, the devil if I know. We never did locate it.
버나드 말리.
Poor Sir Charles. A crime
Mr.
at his
Bernard
club,
Marley,
it's a
I presume.
terrible
My
thing.
name is Sherlock Holmes. I have to ask you about an expedition to Guatemala.
Shh, not here. It's too dangerous. I'll give you my card. Visit me there where we can talk.
뭔가 있구만. 런던 클로버가 8번지. 클럽의 빛, 수집품. 크레스트크의 방문, 찰스경 혼자였다. 준비된 상태. 탐사 대 마야 달력. 이것들은 다 아닌 것 같은데. 오케이. 결국 이 사람을 만나러 가야 되는구만. 러브가. 런던 클럽가 8번지.
Gumballs Road. Keaton Street.
클럽가가 어디야?
Keaton Street.
클럽가
Gumballs Road.
키친이고.
Keaton Street.
키친 스튜디오. 여기도 키친.
Keaton Street. Possum Street.
호썸가. 그로브가를 찾고 있는데만.
Cranny Street.
코니가. 크레인가.
Cranny Street. Grub Street.
오케이. 8번지. 그로브가 8번지. 팔 번. 어디 계시나요?
Hello there, my man. Is your boss in?
Ah, he's in his office. It's the door near the female statue in the corner of the workshop.
Fresh scratches.
뭔가 비슷한데?
Apparently, Marley has built multiple statues of Takunuma. Hello there, my man. Is your boss in?
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
Something large and heavy was dragged here.
Mr. Holmes, you must forgive my escape at the club. It wasn't a safe place to talk.
And it's safer here.
Yes, better here. Not my office. I have secured my foundry, you know.
Ha, reassuring. Did you know Zacharias Greystoke, the victim?
Yes, he was a brave friend. Such good karma until yesterday.
사진.
Do you recognize the unwell man in this photograph?
By Jove, albeit. Yes, that's him. The poor fellow met his end in Guatemala. He was struck down by a terrible disease.
You were friends?
Not really, but he was an active member and a courageous man. Too courageous. You can't fight against the Quiche gods.
And what of the expedition? You were seeking a Mayan temple?
Yes, the temple of Tekun Uman. Another one of Charles's stupid ideas. We found it, but there was some kind of strange force that prevented us from entering. An evil aura. It was Tekun Uman's emanation. We could all feel it. Albiet's disease worsened suddenly. There was nothing we could do. And now, with Zacharias' death, the curse has reawakened.
After 14 years?
Prophecies are timeless, even in the beyond. There is no escape.
오케이. 버나드 말리는 45세 이하의 주조소 수장이며 고고학 클럽의 일원이다. 부주의한 성격이며 아마 독신일 것이다. 평소 많은 부적을 지니고 있는 것으로 보아 미신을 믿는 듯하다. 대부분 사무실 책상에 앉아 날카로운 물건과 유난을 사용하는 작업을 하는데 많은 시간을 보내는 게 분명하다. 집중이 요구되는 일이다. 근거리 작업 위에 안경이 필요하다. Yeah.
Did Zacharias believe in the prophecy?
It is not a matter of belief, don't you understand? Zacharias was convinced that we could stop the curse by studying the calendar. What insanity! He sent me a message. He wanted us to visit the club and try to convince Charles to remove the calendar from the awards ceremony.
But you didn't go.
I knew Charles would refuse. Anyway, studying the calendar wouldn't help. Tekun Uman is far too powerful.
Your relationship with Charles Yellingham is...
Not friendly. Well, it is reciprocal. You know, most of his expeditions are failures because he is too focused on his hypothetical career to be in politics.
He has political ambition.
That would be an understatement. He has ambitions for the House of Lords, and the club is his means of achieving this. It's also the reason for his disastrous management. But he still succeeds in finding money. I wonder how.
What's your opinion on Tekun Uman's statue having disappeared?
I don't know, but I have nothing to do with it. Nothing.
클럽의 사진 아니야?
What do you mean? Did the curse get you as well?
Never mind.
I have to leave you now.
하...
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
호나드 말레스터 어떻게 알아보지?
There were two large boxes.
근데 이렇게 끌고 나갔으면은 끌고 나갔으면 여기도 뭐 있었을 것 같은데 없네. 클럽에서 다시 가봐야 되나?
The sta-
찰스경, 버나드 말리 정보 좀.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue's spear.
클럽에도 정보가 없나 보네. 아직 아니야, 이건 아니야. 몇 개 더 있는 것 같은데.
Oh, it's horrible. Do you think the club will be closed?
아까 거기서 질문을 했어야 됐나 제대로? 경사 양반, 힌트를 좀 주시오.
There's no need to disturb Lestrade for the time being.
뭐야? 그래도 치웠잖아. 더 이상 정보가 없는데?
Sorry, I'm working. I can't open the door.
어떻게 정보를 찾지?
Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
It's that way.
이 사람들은 다 그냥 NPC고.
A furnace for melting metal.
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat. Sorry, I'm too busy to chat. Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
뭐지?
Apparently, Marley is...
어떻게 조사를 다 해?
I do hope that bone has no connection to Watson's medical practice. I do hope that bone has no connection to Watson's medical practice.
아, 아예 모르겠는데? 원하던 원리를 어떻게 더 알아봐? 단소는 클럽인 것 같은데
I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue spear. A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
Some bit.
아, 전혀 힌트가 더 없나?
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. My archive. I can. A map of London and its surrounding. My archive.
아, 망한 것 같은데. 아, 이거 아닌데. 아, 어디서 잘못된 거야? 전화동안리를 조사해야 되는데 더 이상 아, 결국 이렇게 돼야 되나? 음.
I'm not expecting anyone.
아, 하나도 모르겠네. 막막하네. 너는 왜 이러고 있고? 여기 들어오면 더 이상 아무런 것도 없는데.
Horse of Pedro Alvarado. He was a conquistador, I believe.
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
A drawing of Tukunuman. No oxidation. This metal arm has never been outside. It's not part of the bowling club statute. This mechanism is quite modern. All the gears are of good quality. Strange to find it in a foundry. 2 large boxes which were inside the warehouse. They were taken to Bernard Marley's office. It's probable that the missing crates contained pieces of Tukunuman's statue. Marley is hiding something inside his office. I'll have to visit it, but at night. and with Watson.
드디어 찾았다. 아, 씨. 와.
Caitlin's at Miss Alice's playing the piano. She disobeyed me.
Well, Holmes, I was inspired to... Oh, look here. The postman has made a mistake. He's delivered a letter addressed to Miss Alice.
Oh, he mistook 221B for 221C. Give it to me,
Oh, but-
Watson.
열어보려고? 분석해보지.
I can't help myself. I must open this letter. It would be easier to open this letter if I steam it. Let's prepare. Boil water in kettle. I need to turn on the gas burner first. I need to open it with something sharp.
앨리스에게 드디어 예쁘는 그 사람은 저로 이사해서 정원해뒀다니 정말 다행이야. 내 아버지의 배를 찾아가서 좀 전화를 입힌 줄 안다. 하늘이 많이 부순되었지만 그래도 아직 뜨기는 하는구나. 조금씩도 내 아버지는 나한테 시는 일을 좋지. 내가 볼 수 있는 게 있다면
Miss Alice planned to live here because of me. I need to have a talk with her as soon as possible. Let's reseal it, as if it was never opened. I need something to apply the glue. That's it.
Don't stop playing, Kate. I'm going to take some air on the balcony for a few minutes.
I need to speak with Miss Alice first. She's on the balcony.
이런.
How about telling me why you came here in the first place?
Mr. Holmes, why do you ask? I hardly think that I'm accountable to you.
Since you extended an invitation to my daughter against my wishes, I believe that you are.
So said the father, cloaked in all his severity. My word, you almost
수상해.
frightened me.
You won't say that. Very well. Ask Caitlin to come home now.
Oh, poor child, let her play. Such insouciance. So useful for covering up disturbing secrets. And since you intend to hide the truth from her,
What?
we all have our secrets.
You...
But don't worry, Mr. Holmes. Caitlin is a sensitive child, and I like her enormously.
Alice, come back in. I can do it. See? You're wonderful.
I like to think that the feeling is mutual. We wouldn't want her to know of your secrets, or for her to be unhappy. I have to go inside now.
뭐야?
Ah, Holmes, I entirely forgot. There's a man corresponding to the photograph who is a regular visitor at the Hospital for Tropical Diseases. His name is James Byron.
Are you sure? That's fantastic.
And we can visit him, but you should disguise yourself first. I'll introduce you as my colleague.
의사로.
Holmes, we have to go to the hospital.
가지 병원으로.
This should be the right place. Our man.
Patients visit this department for treatment and then return home.
Oh, Dr. Watson, may I help you?
Hello, Baird. My colleague and I are here to see Mr. Byron.
Ah, Byron. Yes, he's in a bad way. You'll find him in a cubicle on the window side.
창가 쪽 칸? 아, 씨. 당신이군요.
Mr. Byron?
More doctors? Please. I've just received my treatment. I need to rest a while before I leave.
아, 나 병의 흔적이 일어나? 응? 에? 45세 정도의 고고학자이면 한때 고고학 클럽 일원이었다. 그가 죽었다고 생각하고 남미에 탐사를 갔다가 병을 앓았으며 약에 중독됐다.
We would like to ask you some questions about an expedition that took place 14 years ago.
An expedition? What expedition? You're wrong. I've never left London.
사진.
Is it not you in this photograph from Guatemala?
Guatemala? Tecuna man! Dr. Baird! Come here quickly, I don't feel well!
What on earth is going on? Please, calm down. I'm sorry, my dear colleagues, but Dr. Brunt is waiting to give Mr. Byron a private consultation. You can wait here.
뭐야?
What should we do next, Holmes?
Weren't you paying attention? We have to wait, but we'll take advantage of the situation. This address is almost invisible.
열대 질병 전문 병원 피아 21T 11월 25일 아침.
He recently purchased Chinese tobacco. Our man.
서커스.
Oh, you're still here?
Obviously. We're waiting for Mr. Byron. Is he not with you?
No, the gentleman left directly after his consultation. Oh, he forgot to collect his belongings.
Holmes, it seems that Albeit has escaped.
Obviously. And he knows that we are aware of his true identity. Quickly. I know how to find him.
D
Thanks to the information I obtained at the hospital, I can now deduce where Albeit is hiding.
서커스.
We know that all... Let's find a place in London where all four elements are close.
서커스랑
Now we need to find a street name ending in OOK.
오케이. 여기
Here
있다.
it is. 21D Brook Street. Watson, I believe we found Albeit's flat.
(21D)
Do you hear that? Quick! We have...
The door's too strong and the lock is too solid to break with bare hands.
Do you hear that? Quick!
저 각도로 쏴?
Watson, come here. He's behind the screen. A statue was once here. Now it's missing. It appears that the missing statue may have escaped via the window in the roof. The surface... behind...
Kill me!
Calm down. It's over now. It's gone.
You? Oh. But why are you here? You're not doctors, are you?
No. Well, you're half right. Shall we remove these masks? Your true name is Albeit, is it not? You were a member at Charles Yellingham's club.
Yes, I was.
Can you tell us what happened here?
After your visit at the hospital, I quickly returned home. I was lying there on the sofa and felt an evil presence in the room.
An evil presence?
Never mind. It's probably the fever.
저주?
Or perhaps a living statue?
Yes. It was one of the double statues. I saw its shadow. I believed that it was searching for me, that it wanted to kill me. It was horrible.
As in Zacharias' murder, the statue came to life when its intended victim appeared in front of it. I must examine your residence. It may hold some clues. Tell us about your expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago.
It was in my former life.
What really happened there? You were said to have died.
I was ill with a terrible fever. I asked them to leave me there. I can't remember how. I only have flashes of memory. But by some miracle, I survived. I left an eye and one arm behind. It took me time. But at last, I managed to return to London.
Why do you use a false name?
That expedition signaled the end of my career. And my very life as I'd known it. I changed my name and my address. Now I'm weak and useless and alone. I'm a walking dead man.
Not for long.
Perhaps this was it. It was my curse to fade away little by little. Tekun man's revenge.
There's a lot...
All right, but there's nothing interesting inside.
You are aware of
Yes, and quite aptly I read that he was killed with a spear.
Aptly.
Well, he practiced archaeology. Imagine his state of a...
And who would have been the hunter?
Tekun man, whoever, whatever. Thank you again for saving me.
What should we do next, Holmes?
하겠지?
There's a little...
Well, it is after my official death. My wife,
So they know about.
my boy Gulliver visits occasionally. But I wonder, what is a life?
아직은 모르겠고.
Mr. Alby,
Well,
answer me.
17 years ago, I built a mod. We stored it inside the club's globe before leaving for the expedition. I've no idea. While in Guatemala. Then when we entered...
Wait a minute. You entered the temple.
Well, yes, we did. But I was too weak.
You rebuilt this final part according...
Nothing. But I'm dying, and at least my son will see that I did my best to...
클럽의 모형을 사용해 클럽으로 가야 되고 클럽
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
I
죽인
heard
문제냐?
that Zacharias was killed by the statue's spear.
Some
클럽의 모형을 사용해 탐색대가 테크노만의 사원에서 있었던 일을 얘기하고 싶어. 클럽의 모형? 일단 저 사람을 만나야 될 것 같은데.
Watson, stay alert, and you'll need to be quiet.
뭐야? 아, 아. 아, 좀 복잡해지는구나.
Others might see nothing here but fence, but there isn't. I can't move this. Something is blocking its path.
요거 밑으로 내리면
Holmes,
Ooh.
I'm here. Can you let me in?
그래. 들어와.
A Mayan
잠깐만.
pyramid.
We need to hurry and
Obviously for a dagger. I hope this dagger fits.
아, 몇 번 틀렸다고 안 되는 거 아니야? 와우.
Another statue of Tikkun Uman. It can move, but a part of the mechanism is missing. Be careful, Watson, unless you want to be speared by Tikkun Uman. It's closed. It's shut tight. Locked. Locked. Marley dismantled these alarm clocks for their parts. So, Bernard Marley built a mechanical globe. This globe has...
아하. 뭐지? 아, 이거 한 단계 높은 건가? 손같아 보이지도 않은데. 호. 뭐지? 오.
The chain doesn't fit here.
아, 여기 푸시가 돼 있구나. 두 번째, 세 번째.
The chain doesn't fit here.
왜? 이건 맞고. 왜? 설마. 하고 오케이.
We need to hurry and find out what Mr. Marley is hiding.
뭐야?
It seems we found the key to the safe.
내가 선택받은 자랑 합시다. 테크노만이 자신 목적이 나를 사랑한다. 뭐야?
A piece of a map in metal. This object evidently connects to something else.
거기 보고 있고.
This part is in solid gold. It's worth a fortune. The statue is in 3 parts. Only the gold is original. Marley must have reconstructed the other 2. It's almost daylight. The workers will be here soon. It's time to leave.
이제 클럽 가야지. 어? 뭐야? 아, 아침?
I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue's spear.
오! 여기다 저걸 꽂으면 뭐야? 응? 여기 있는 거 밟아도 된다는 건가? 이거 밟으면 죽 갈 것 같은데? 밟자마자? 응? 아니야? 뭐야? 조건이 뭐야? 조건은 모르겠네. 어떻게 지나가라는 거야? 어? 아니 도대체 조건을 모르겠네. 맞는 것 같은데. 있는 것만 안전하고. 여긴 없고 이것도 아니고. 아, 답답하네 진짜. 아니 왜? 아. X 저기까지 하는 거 맞고 저기 그거 X 맞잖아. 그거 예상하는 게 아니야. 그냥 외워서 가라는 소린가? 전혀 모르겠네. 왜 바람 소리밖에 안 되는 것 같은데. 들어갔다 와야 되나 저기? 들어갔다 오면 뭐가 달라지니? 아 그냥 오케이. 아, 또 거절인가. 고기? 부족한가 봐. 여기서 대체 이거는 뭐야? 중권을 1도 모르겠는데. 여기서 180도. 그리고 왜? 저걸 가야 되나? 안 될 것 같은데. 아이씨 진짜. 딱 5도. 지금부터 약 80도. 175도지. 175도면 90. 또 90도로 한번. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯 개 정도 25도. 190에 120도. 115. 시간 140. 수축을 맞춰서 가야 되냐? 아, 너무하네. 90도? 90도는 될 것 같은데. 뭐야? 올라갈 수가 있었어? 퍼즐이야? 오씨. 아니, 조작감 진짜. 뭔지는 알려줘야 되는 거 아니야? 빨간색으로 가면 안 되는 거야. 어디까지 가야 되는 거야 대체?
treasure of Takunuman. This is the statuette that Bernard Marley, Sir Charles and Zacharias all share. The calendar. It was here. So Zacharias, Sir Charles and Marley have all known about this from the beginning. There must be a way.
아, 잠깐만. 와, 안 돼?
The calendar. It was here. So Zacharias, Sir Charles and Marley have all known about this from the beginning.
1 3 4 5 7 8 9 10 아, 저래서 오른팔 잘렸구나. 자, 풀어볼까? 버나드 말리는 더 있나? 멜리엇, 버나드 말리, 레이스트레드 경감. 들어가는 거 맞았고, 사원 모형 완성했고, 진술, 뭐 수집품, 저건 아닌 거. 단정 지을 순 없지. 문제지. 버나드 말리, 과연
What's happened? Did someone else die? Did Tekunuman strike again?
No, which you know very well. Because you are the killer arm of this so-called curse.
Me? No, I'm not. I don't believe in any of that rubbish.
I have no choice but to hand you over to the justice, Mr. Marley.
응? 아, 끝났습니다. 너무 힘들었네요. 3시간 동안. 다음에 다시 찾아오겠습니다. 안녕.